It's really remarkable that what we see off in the distance. We picked up an Ibex off on the mountain in the rocky terrain, and this is a very inspiring and awe-inspiring sight. In Tehillim in Parak Kuf Daled Pasuk Yud Ches, Harim Hagevoyim La Ye'elim. The tall mountains are for the Ibex. Silaim Machse La Shefanim. The rocks are a refuge for the hyraxes. And the Medrash comments in Bereshis Rabbah, Parsha Yud Beis, Ois Tes, Amar Rav Yudin, Beharim Hagevoyim Haye'elim Ein Ksiv Kan. It doesn't say, in the tall mountains are the Ibex. Ella, rather, Harim Hagevoyim La Ye'elim. The tall mountains are for the Ibex. In other words, the mountains are not just the place where the Ibex live. It's not just the Ibex happens to be in the mountains. It says the Medrash, Harim Hagavoyim Lama Nivru. Why were the mountains created? The pasuk is saying, Harim Hagavoyim. Why were the mountains created? La Ye'elim. They were created for the Ye'elim. Bishvil HaYe'elim. Because these tall mountains provide the Ibex with the ability to protect itself from the enemy. It's not just the Ibex is suited for this habitat. It's not just that it happened to develop the skills by living in this environment. No, even though the environment was created first, it was created to provide the appropriate environment where such an animal could be protected. But the Medrash continues, that the Medrash says, from here we see the greatness of man. Because that means Hashem created the mountains, these great mountains, as majestic and awe-inspiring as they are not the objective. The objective was for the Ibex. They were created for the Ibex, says the Medrash. Uma bishvil, an animal, bara HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If God created these majestic Alps, think about it. The Alps were created for the Ibex. Bishvil zechusay shel Avraham al achas kama v'kama. The whole world was created for the merit of Avraham and his descendants. In other words, when you look at the Alps, you recognize they were created for the Ibex. Harim Hagavoyim La Ye'elim. So when you look at the whole world, you should see the importance and the greatness of man. The whole world was created just for man. The world is not the objective. Man is the objective. Someone once said to the Brisker Rav that he feels so humbled and inadequate compared to the majesty of the Alps. And the Brisker Rav says, why would you feel humbled and inadequate? They were all created for man. Man is even greater. So seeing this Ibex should infuse you with energy and inspiration to accomplish, because Hashem values you so greatly. The whole world was created just for you. That is the lesson of the Ibex.